Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So this time round we are building up a Nelson-class battleship. So the most famous out of the two of these is HMS Rodney, and HMS Rodney actually helped in taking down the beast, which is the Bismarck. So guys, what we're doing right now is we're just building up the hull. If you guys are new to the channel at all as well, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got loads of tutorials, time lapses, things like that on the channel. But yeah, building up the hull, so getting the basics right. So what I usually do is do the top part of it, the first kind of layer, also the bottom, and then you start to join between the two. For some reason I really struggled with the bottom of this one just to get it right. It's quite wide at the back, and you'll kind of see why, because we've got quite a lot of superstructure there. But then just putting in those details, getting that all mapped out, whacking in that deck. This time round I went for oak for the decking on it. And now we can get in and do our shaping. So using slabs, using stairs to really shape this battleship up, and it really just smooths it out. So, you know, that's quite nice really. I quite like doing this because it means you can get just some blocks down and you can figure out exactly where the shapes and lines should be afterwards. So you don't have to worry about it too much, you know you're looking at it. And speaking of which, we're going to do the same with the superstructure, so just getting it down, and you can now see the main armament. So this is where these are really kind of strange battleships. They've got all of their main armament at the front of the ship, so it pushes the entire superstructure at the back. You know, that typical battleship look of having some guns at the front, a big kind of superstructure, and then some guns at the back. That doesn't happen with this one. So yeah, got all that base superstructure in, roughly where things are. Now with this one, there was lots of these smaller kind of partitioned walls. We've got some tertiary guns as well at the back here, as well as some anti-aircraft guns. So putting those in here, just behind those iron trapdoors, building up part of the mast there and clearing out a bit of a space, because I just thrown down some random blocks and I was then like, actually no, I need to cut this right back because it's kind of a bit complicated. So getting that in there, getting this upper deck, getting in some supports for that as well, getting another one of those anti-aircraft guns on there as well, of course. Then we're getting on to the secondary armament. So this is all at the back of the ship. So again, this is where it's kind of strange, but you know, at least then it's got a couple of guns that it can fire backwards if it's in retreat. But yeah, that's what we're going for there. We're getting the mast built up now, really nice tall mast at the back of this part. Lots and lots of bits and pieces of antennas coming out from that one, of course, as well, which is always quite good. So getting on to the next section now, we're going to build up the smokestack, and you know, typical kind of smokestack really. Got little bits of searchlights, little platforms, and some ladders to get up there. Again, another tertiary gun down the bottom and some more anti-aircraft guns. And yeah, getting onto the side details here. Again, guys, using those iron trapdoors really heavily on this build because of these like smaller partitions. We got another one of the tertiary guns in there as well on the side. And then what I decided to do is actually build this up one layer. I was looking at it, it was about 2 blocks, but I'm not a big fan of having 2 blocks for your decks because then you only have 1.5 to walk around. You're just constantly cramped. Getting the side boats in there, little details on the side here, and now we can start working on the bridge. I love working on bridges. This one is a proper tower as well. It goes up so tall and it's got so many little bits and pieces sticking out of it, where you got these kind of machine guns on the sides there. So putting those in, getting the ladders in as well to be able to get up to each of these points, getting the glass in there for these actual bridge bits. And as you can see, some of it is open, so we've actually got some of it being open on the sides of those bits. And then getting the stairs in the back there to be able to get ourselves up to the top of that deck as well, top of the bridge right there. Now, of course, this keeps going. Why wouldn't it? So yeah, there's even more built on the back of this one. So building up this on top of the bridge now, getting an extra section of the superstructure, getting a bit of a mast in there as well, so we can connect that all up. Like usual, guys, I'm building it on half of it, and then I'm flipping it around as well. It just works really well. Tying together those two, getting some of the rigging between those two masts as well, and then just putting in those final bits of details. Now, guys, getting on to the big guns. So these ones are actually 16-inch guns. They are big guns. They're in, you know, triple turrets as well, and there's 3 of them. So this is where you would not want to come across this thing, especially if you know, a slight forward angle. If this is coming towards you, they can probably just turn the bow a little bit and be able to shoot all of their guns on there. Getting all those details in now as well. So, you know, like getting in the nice guards and all those bits and pieces that we need to do to detail this up. Now, there's lots of armament on this, lots of machine guns, things like that. Getting the chains in now as well to finish up this battleship. It's a really good fun, actually, to get through this one, and it's a unique design. It's one that I've not really seen anything else like it, but here it is, guys, the Nelson-class Battleship. Now, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Let me know as well if you want a tutorial for this beast. But yeah, guys, it's been really fun. You got the weird kind of secondary guns on the back there. You got the boats as well. You got the anti-aircraft and some of the tertiary guns on the back. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure to check out my membership program here on YouTube. But I'll see you guys on the next one.